Hi, my name is Sid,
And my name is Meg.
and we're here to share with you the Velara business opportunity. And to get started, I think it's probably a good idea for you to know who's making this presentation. So my background is as a sales executive in technology sales for the past 30 years, doing sales and sales management, also is having two very successful runs in direct sales organizations in the nutritional space, and then another one actually in the finance space. So that's a little bit about me.
And I am a landscape architect. And after a 20-year career, I wanted to make a change into writing. And Sid introduced me to this business opportunity, and it just really fits for what I'm doing. It's flexible. I can do it from home and make a little bit of extra money and more each day, which is why I'm so inspired to be here, and also do my creative projects.
Great. So let's get started with our presentation.
So welcome all. Of course, this whole business opportunity is, just in the frame of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's been so difficult for all of us all over the world. And at the same time, we know that challenge creates opportunity, and we believe that this business is one of the opportunities of this pandemic.
So let's talk about our business partner, Velara. The parent company, Velara Holdings, is over 90 years in the direct sales business. It's one of the largest direct selling companies in the world, with its headquarters in Dallas, Texas, and a 500,000 square foot manufacturing plant in Bristol, Virginia.
So what is Active Pure? This idea of proactive protection is so important for this product because, there's tons of air purification and air filters out there, and somebody can go to Walmart and buy one for $300. And why is ours worth the money? Why is ours better? Well, the short answer to that is that we have proactive air purification, where our unit targets contaminants like viruses, bacteria, mold, fungus, volatile organic compounds, and allergies. And it does that throughout your home on all the air and surfaces, eliminating them on contact. And again, this is very different from a traditional HEPA filter that only cleans the air that actually physically passes through the unit.
Yeah, in addition to which, a lot of people don't realize, Meg, that these HEPA filters, they take little tiny particles, they cache them down to 3 microns in size, and that sounds very small, but unfortunately, viruses are actually 0.125 nanometers inside. They're in size. They're an entire order of magnitude smaller. So those HEPA filters, they just don't work.
Oh yeah, you can see a big part of this business opportunity and getting ready for it is educating yourself through all of the materials that we provide to know how to know about and share about air filters, because people really want to know.
So this is just a really brief high-level introduction to the Active Pure technology itself. What you see in the graphic is an Active Pure cell. This is a honeycomb-like matrix that is using rare earths and noble metals to pull air through those little tubes and then expose the air, and specifically the water molecules in the air, the H2O, to a UVC light source. And that does actually kill some of the viruses right away, but that's really not the point. The point and the purpose of this is to convert H2O, water, to H2O2, or hydrogen peroxide, which dissolves the virus shell, rendering it inert. Now, one of the things that's really exciting, we're October 10th today, but back on September 30th, so 10 days ago, parent company Aeris, Active Pure Technology, announced that the SARS-CoV-2 test results, which was that the Active Pure air and surface purifier provides a 99.98% COVID-19 surface reduction rate in a controlled independent lab studies. Now, this is the first of several studies that are going to come out. This is preliminary. There's more to come. But this is super exciting and a landmark event for humanity, and a landmark event for our business and perhaps yours.
One of the really cool things about this Active Pure technology is that it was developed in conjunction with NASA for the International Space Station. And they wanted to keep astronauts safe when they went out into space, because guess what? When you're in a little pod with a bunch of people and somebody gets sick, that's a real bummer. So This active pure technology was first used there and then actually brought to Earth, with Eris turning it and patenting it into these air purifiers that we're sharing with you today. And it was inducted into the Space Technology Hall of Fame. Woo!
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing, and it's showcasing the technologies that were developed for space and have made life on Earth here better as well. And one of those other things is GPS, something that we all use all the time. So very useful technologies have been inducted into this Space Technology Hall of Fame, and we're really proud to be able to say that our product is one of them.
Yeah, some of the other technologies are LASIK technology for helping people with eyesight, and direct TV, satellite television. This is really an elite honor and something that differentiates us from others out there in the market.
So it's used all over the place. And, pre-COVID, it was used in areas that had a lot of pollution for, various reasons, or folks who had low immune systems or a ton of allergies found a lot of relief. And that's really what these products were developed for and marketed towards. But of course, now that COVID is here, the market is so much bigger because everybody is worried about viruses in the air. And for me personally, how I got introduced to this unit was because of smoke for wildfires. And I was living in a tiny cabin and really suffering from all the smoke. And having this air purifier was just really a godsend. So all these different elements that are happening with the pollution, the smoke, the viruses, it's just kind of created this perfect storm and demand for this product.
So here you can see just a little bit of the proof that we have, and this is an average percent RNA virus reduction that's showing that in just 30 minutes, virus reductions on average are being reduced to what we call a 5-log kill. That's 99.999% of all the viruses are killed within 30 minutes, and within 60 minutes, a 6-log kill. That's 99.9999% of all being killed. These tests are all being done in complying with FDA protocols and FDA certified compliant labs. So you're seeing just a very high level here, but this is material directly from Vollara and from Eris, the parent company. Here you can see a bacteria reduction, very similar 4-log reduction, 30 minutes, 6-log after 60 minutes. So important to understand that while this virus is something that we're all concerned about, there are a lot of viruses and bacteria in the world, not to mention some of the other volatile organic compounds, molds, mildew, fungi, people with asthma, people with allergies, sinusitis, COPD benefit tremendously from this, because indoor air pollution is worse in almost all cases than anything that's going on out of doors. So it's kind of a big deal.
So we're all so conscious now going into any public space about what sort of viruses might be there, of course, living in pandemic times. But this was a study that was done actually before the pandemic that inspired me to always bring my air purifier into every single hotel room I go into, showing how much bacteria and viruses potentially live in these different areas of a hotel room, and that the Air and Surface Pro gets rid of them in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. And check it out, it shows that in this graph, it shows 24 hours after treatment, there's nothing left in this fungi report. And 30 days after, there's nothing there. The unit is it's small, it's portable, it's just plug it in, turn it on, and forget about it. And it's easy. It's 7 pounds. It's about 1 foot cubed. It's not that big. It does a big job.
Okay, so now we're going to start talking a little bit about the business side of this. How can you make money with Vollara? So the first aspect is there's a retail business, selling directly to customers, and the second part is a wholesale business where you can also make some residual income.
So, sorry, you go ahead.
Okay, this is my slide.
Okay.
So the retail business. You can see here what some of the profits are. It's pretty great. When you sell one of these Air and Surface Pros, you can make around $900. You just buy one, your cost is $599. and it sells for $14.99. And as you can see here, when you buy the 3 packs or the 5 packs, each one costs a little bit less. So you can make a pretty good profit selling these retail, and a lot of people are just focusing on that side of the business. And with so much demand in businesses and schools for people who have existing sales networks in places that really need these products, we're seeing folks do wonderfully just focusing on the retail side of the business.
Yeah, and this is, I think, one of the most important differentiating factors from a direct sales standpoint. So many direct sales organizations, they offer a retail component, but it's very difficult to sell at retail. This is a very powerful retail element. In fact, we have some folks that have been selling these into Christian schools that in 60 days made $100,000 in profit. I mean, that's unheard of in the direct sales industry.
So just so you know, there's also some credit options for consumers who can't afford to buy one outright, and we can get into this more with you when you sign up. But this is an important thing that allows a much wider range of people to get these when they need them. And I've noticed, especially for business owners, this can be great when they're trying to reopen because they might be in a real financial, strapped spot with cash. And getting this unit will help them reopen their business and help their customers come back into the store safely. So we're happy to offer this, and we'll go over it more in detail later on.
Let's talk about the wholesale side of the business. So you can see, again, the retail is $14.99. These silver 3 packs, when you get 3 of them, it's $16.99, and so that gives you a reduction of about $100 between the 3 units. And then with the gold pack, you can see it brings it down a little bit less than that, down to about $5.39 per unit. Now, when you could move into the team building side of this, and you begin to sponsor people, and one of your folks buys a 3 pack, you earn a $200 fast start bonus, and then you make between 20 and 35% on the TQV, or the team qualified volume. So you're going to make between $400 and $550 for each and every one of these. So let's just say you do that, once a week. You're talking about an additional $2,000 a month. These bonuses, part of them, the pack bonuses, the fast start bonus, they're paid weekly, and it's really fun to get those coming in. The other part of the bonus comes in the following month on the 15th, but what a great way to have some additional cash flow. And you can see it's even more lucrative when they buy the 5 pack, because you get that $200 fast start bonus, but then it goes up to $560 to $830, depending on the percentage level that you qualify. Now, as a team builder, when you build a personal team that's generating $25,000 in team volume, you're going to make an average of 20% on that volume, or $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month. You also, after 3 months, can qualify for a $600 car bonus. September was my first month qualifying for that, so I'm excited to get paid on that here in a few days. And then there's always a trip that's valued at around $10,000 a year. Next year, those of us who qualify, and I hope you're one of them, we'll be going to Portugal together, and that's exciting. And then there's also these executive bonuses that range from $1,000 a month up to $15,000 a month based on your team qualified volume. So it's at least $100,000 a year when you clue in or include the fast start bonuses we were just talking about. Very lucrative and super fun. I mean, you're helping people along the way. Now, as a team builder, and you build an executive team, these are people who reach the rank of gold executive and above. If you help 3 people do that, reach that gold executive that have a 25,000 team volume, that's going to net you $11,250 a month. Just 3. Now, you help those 3, between the 3 of them, do the same thing for 5 more. That's going to give you another $3,000 a month. And then if you help those 5 do that for just 10 more, you can just kind of visualize this a little bit. That's going to net you another $4,500. And so that's $18,750 a month, or roughly $225,000 a year. So exciting, lucrative, and it's a lot of fun along the way.
Okay, so something really important to remember here is that the time is now with this, because the pandemic is a perfect storm. When you watch TV or look in the news, the media is covering this so much. And now that we know this is an airborne virus, every home and business and church and school will have an air purifier, and we want them to have one that actually kills viruses. So that's a really strong thing to share with people. It's a proven technology. You know, this isn't some fly-by-night thing that just popped up because the virus was here. The parent company's been around for 94 years, and these air purifiers they've been improving, you know, this product for many, many years. And there's a lucrative retail and wholesale side to this. So it has some different options and business models depending on what you're looking for. So remember that the momentum here is really still in the early stage. This is going to get a lot bigger, and I'm super grateful that I'm in this now. And I just want to encourage all of you to set up your business as quickly as possible to join us in this momentum so we can meet the need for these in 2021.
Yeah, and I just want to say, and kind of going back to some of the other slides, that these are not guarantees. These are examples. We're not making income claims. We're just showing you what's possible. And in that same moment, I want to share with you that between now and the end of 2020, we're going to see record numbers of home business people, many of whom are established, that have established networks, that are going to move their business into Vollara because of the significant opportunity that it is. And so the sooner you get started and the sooner you start reaching out to your network, you're going to find some of those people. They'll be on your team. And the worst thing is that if you wait and then you get started later and then you start reaching out and you find out that people that you know that are already successful in this industry have joined with someone else. So the time truly is now. So getting started checklist for high achievers, real straightforward. You want to go to your sponsor's website and join now for free. Who's your sponsor? Is the person that invited you to watch this. And then order an Air and Surface Pro Pack. Get the Gold 5-pack, that's the best value, or the Silver 3-pack. And so this is the way that you start is the way that your people are going to start. So it's very important that you do this. And you may say, well, how am I going to come up with that money? Well, you can use your credit card, or we have an amazing option. This is another just incredible thing that I've never seen in the direct sales industry before. Is something called Vollara Easy Pay. And this is where the payments are broken into 4 installments. There's no credit check, so everyone is approved. And then just set a goal to achieve Gold Executive within your first 3-month fast start period, or any 1 month during your fast start period. Now, I have found personally, and I've had mentors that have shown me that building fast is actually easier than building slowly. And so I recommend that you get together with the sponsor or have them reach out and contact me with you, and we'll put a plan together that you can execute so that in your first full month in the business that you achieve gold, and then we'll show you how to duplicate that with your team. Well, Meg, this has been really fun sharing this with you. I really enjoyed doing this. And I'm so glad that we're sharing this with all the folks who will end up watching it. And I just want to say, really take a good solid look at this, scratch below the surface, do what you need to do with your due diligence, and then just dive right in. You'll have a lot of fun, and you'll make a lot of people grateful to help them. We've got record numbers of people coming into home businesses of all kinds right now. To come into one with this level of potential that literally saves lives and changes lives for the better in so many ways is a great gift and a huge blessing.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thanks. Bye.